Hi everyone, welcome to the AMA session. This is your host Pawan. We'd like you to introduce you to Manindra Majumdar, CEO and founder of BlockX.
Hi
Hi
everyone,
Manindra,
great to be here.
thanks for joining us today. Can you please introduce yourself and BlockX along the way with you?
Sure. Manindra, as you know, founder CEO for BlockX. So what we have been building over the last few months is basically a way for mainstream industries, mainstream finance, social media, and others to jump into the blockchain era, to an era of multiple currencies or multiple economies, and everything settles seamlessly. That's what blockchain is all about. It's a chain, a layer one proof of stake chain for the issuance and settlements of tokens. So on a normal day to day in our business, we have our bank accounts, and we only have one or two digital tokens or one or two currencies that we handle, and that's going to change a lot. And that's where blockchain really comes in and provides this next layer of infrastructure upon which both users can continue and have their accounts, and there comes with several applications and several features, as well as enterprises such as banks or exchanges or social media companies, metaverses can sort of build on top of BlockX the next generation of let's say the internet applications.
Awesome. Thank you for the introduction, Manindra. We're always happy with rewards, but the knowledge from this AMA will definitely be really valuable as well. So first things first, can you tell us more about how exactly BlockX is going to be the best settlement network out there?
Sure. I mean, there are key features how we sort of like are different from other chains. So, and the first one is that we have a multi-chain infrastructure, an architecture, which basically means you can within BlockX you can settle not only assets that are issued inside BlockX, but also assets which are created and issued even outside with a BlockX. So really like a multi coin, a multi token settlement layer, and then it's EVM at the same time it's EVM compatible. So think about it. You can have a chain that can settle Bitcoin and other chains, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tron, everything to do with Cosmos, and yet you can write applications on top of that with Solidity and any other EVM application that everyone's familiar with. And if you need to go one step beyond and write more complex applications, then you can write them out of Go. That's one of the key way that obviously several others. Well, how we differentiate. The others include having a digital identity function within the chain, having an oracle, and beyond that, obviously we support all the major attributes of a modern chain. That includes low latency, low gas fees, and super high throughput.
Awesome, that's interesting. What makes BlockX so unique and apparently the best? Can you please answer that? Of course, and our audience would love to know what are our upcoming milestones that we're excited about.
Sure. I mean, some of the things I already mentioned, but the key differentiation comes with majorly three attributes, which are the multi-chain architecture, which is discussed. There's a digital identity piece that we are adding in. It is optional, but every user or account inside BlockX can choose to have the identity assigned to an asset or an individual, which means that not only we can support the first wave of DeFi applications, but also the second wave where more regulated finance can jump in and they need identity, accreditation status, and various things to be assigned to users or social media platforms where you need a verified user for certain accounts or other attributes. So like digital ID piece really helps. Multi-chain token architecture helps as well, like we just described. The third piece is what we call a data oracle. A lot of these applications will still need to bring in data from off chain, from let's say data pipelines or prices of stocks and anything else, or report back to your accountants and other places. So for that one, we have something which is similar to chain link, we call it the data oracle or data link, which basically brings off chain data to on chain. So I think these three attributes, multi-chain architecture, the digital identity, and the data link, will really help us to differentiate BlockX as the next as the next major layer one chain. Yeah, and some of the key milestones that you also
Awesome.
currently we are building our internal testnet and we're testing it, and there is an initial token offering that is available for the community. So that's what we are sort of focused on building internally and then community. Within the next 2 months, we're going to open it up a lot more. There'll be a token listing. There will be a grant program, and then we will open up the network to validators to incentivize test network. So that's all happening in the Q1, where you'll have an incentivized test network to test out everything, a larger community, and then there are sort of like grants going on. And then on the and then on quarter two, that's when I think we plan to go in quarter two in 2022. We plan to go to a mainnet and then be a live chain. So anywhere between 3 to 6 months from now, we should be live on the main network. And before that, we will engage with the community from both user point of view, enterprises, as well as developers to sort of grow and incubate various functions within the chain.
Cool. Yes, and before this event, we did a form registration with our community to fill up the questions to ask with Manindra. And yes, we have decided all of that. And yeah, rewards are on their way. And one of the most asked question that Manindra would should answer from our users is about partnerships and collaborations. Users who wanted to know, our audience wanted to know if what are our major partnerships and what do we plan further about that.
Sure. I mean, we have several major partnerships, and they are going to be announced in due time. So I don't want to announce anything before they're officially announced. But just to give you a hint, so for digital IDPs, we're basically working with multiple KYC partners, so that to bring in their infrastructure as well. So you'll have an option of using them. We have a active marketing partner, which is IBC. We have various exchange partners, and more exchanges will be announced shortly. The first exchange that we have announced is X Markets. There's also another marketing partner called Y Fuel. And beyond that, we're also talking to various other chains because we want to sort of be the hub of all chains and our network of networks. So we're talking with them for partnership deals and various arrangements to enable the most seamless infrastructure for settlement.
I hope we got the teaser right here. And our the most overrated questions: what is the mission of BlockX, and how is our project designed to build real benefits and investment return for the global community of crypto investors?
Yeah, sorry, can you repeat the question again?
Yeah, sure, sure. Probably the most overrated questions from our community. We have got this a lot of response to answer this question. What is the main mission of the BlockX, and how is our project, BlockX, designed to build real benefits and investment return to the global community of crypto investors?
Sure. I mean, in terms of like the key mission is what we stated earlier is really like on a grand level is to bring the traditional applications to the blockchain era, uh, where we have not only so the blockchain is designed for that purpose, which is why we have brought in digital identity because a lot of traditional applications can use the blockchain infrastructure and you can use all the benefits, but they need identity in the application. We brought the IDs. We need a hub or where the settlement can be done for various assets within the same network. Going network to network all the time doesn't really work. So we have brought that uh, it's settlement network, a settlement infrastructure for multiple tokens in the same place. So all of these features basically will help us to attract a lot of projects that would have otherwise existed outside blockchain and would be hesitant to come in for various reasons, whether that's identity and other pieces, right? In fact, we're also building a fiat on ramp and off ramp within the chain itself. So yeah, so those are the functions I think will really help both users and enterprises to jump on board. In terms of like investments or like what users can get out of the network at the moment is basically they can so we have a utility coin, which is the BCX, which really powers the BlockX infrastructure, right? And that can be there is an IEO going on for it right now, and it can be bought at that and will be listed in multiple exchanges, both centralized and decentralized. And we'll announce more of those plans later on. But the use of BCX primarily, first of all, is the gas fees. So for everything inside BlockX, the gas piece is paid through BCX. So obviously, anyone who gets it now will get at a fraction of a price. The BC based on your BCX holdings, you can actually stake them, and then you can get staking rewards, which we expect will be approximately around 20% annually. So and somewhere around that region. So the BCX token can be used for staking rewards. The BCX token will also be available for use in various dApps that both BlockX is building, and one of them is a launchpad for issuing and trading various tokens. And then we're building an NFT infrastructure together with tokenizer or affiliate company. We are also building other digital bank and exchanges. So in all of the infrastructure, wherever there is a token to be paid, that's going to be the BlockX token. It can be used in multiple applications that creates organic demand for it. And then we are also in the process of launching what is called for the use of BCA, which is already a settlement coin. But also we want to use it for the can be staked, but it can those functions it can also do when it's in a you're taking a loan out of the cryptocurrency. So we're going to build a market where you can actually stake and pledge your BCX for taking a loan. And while your loan is taken, your tokens are still staked, and you can continue to accrue the staking rewards. So all of that basically makes BCX a really good investment for the future because you're buying a token for the next version of the blockchain, and that'll have various usability within the network, as well as various new financial engineering applications to earn more interest or use the tokens to for passive income.
Awesome. That was two shots in one way. hmm since you just were asking how will BCX token empower the entire ecosystem, we've got it covered within the one line. That's great. So, and yeah, if we were to summarize our our impact on digital ecosystem using blockchain technologies within just let's say few lines, what would you say about that? What are your remarks?
Also, again, sorry, repeat the question again.
All right, all right. So, if we were to summarize our benefit, our digital ecosystem using blockchain technology, what we do on the blockchain technology, on the digital, our impact on digital ecosystem. Can you summarize on that? Can you cover it?
Yeah, I mean, like the key benefit is what we are bringing with sort of like the settlement and bringing traditional infrastructure. I guess if we tell in one line, is that we are sort of like enabling a tokenized economy, so that which a tokenized economy which is built on uh, users being on the blockchain and applications and enterprises built on blockchain, and all of that requires a foundation chain that would and give you the best of two worlds. The best, the benefits of being on blockchain, as well as various functions and features which they have, people have, uh, people enjoy in just normal internet applications, right? Being secured, being able to have their IDs verified wherever they need to, being able to transact um, for it in a cheap way. So it's a mixture of those worlds, and I think BlockX to sort of bring in the tokenized economy to the mainstream.
Awesome. So I guess now we are almost there. If you guys have any questions to be answered by Manindra, we welcome your questions. Please go ahead and we welcome your questions. In the meanwhile, if you like to expand our visions, goals, or anything really from our side, or maybe give a teaser of what's happening inside the BlockX, we welcome you. You're on the mic. Go ahead, Manindra.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the team is really busy in building the platform, and also we are busy in sort of like in marketing the token offering. So yeah, we look forward to, and it's really a community based project, right? So we just have been at this for a few months, and now we are at a community level of more than I think anywhere to 10 to 15,000, and we want to grow that and sort of build the biggest crypto community, and then probably basically we're constantly taking feedback from various users, various token holders. We are talking to enterprises to sort of build something which is not only technologically advanced but also really useful for everyone. So at any point, if anyone has any sort of feedback on what you think you'd like to see in the next generation of blockchain on a layer one chain, for that matter, what you see is missing in Ethereum and Solana and Polkadot, uh, please let us know, so that we could like incorporate your feedback, and we're all ears for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got Azmal questioning, sir, about advertisements. So, do we have any ideas to bring project to more people? Yeah, that's kind of like community building.
Yeah, so I mean, we are definitely like interested in that. We are already investing into community building, like this AMA. We have a Telegram channel, a Discord channel, or social media. So both organic and inorganic, or let's say the advertising, we're really working hard to reach out to more and more people. We're also doing that with the exchanges, where we're launching the coin and working with them on the marketing activities. We do have an ad program as well. It still have a limited reach as we're a new project, but we have been running ads across a network of crypto publishers, which could have been seen. I mean, as you know, that there are restrictions for crypto project advertising into some of the mainstream media, which is or mainstream ads such as Google search ads and Facebook ads. So we obviously cannot touch those. But other than that, throughout the crypto media, crypto events, we're actively working on advertising and promoting the project. And as we gain more traction, the project matures more. Those spends, those efforts and activities will definitely increase.
Yes, of course. Community is what we want, and we're almost on the first steps, a few steps ahead of everything. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, if we can just see like the level of within a month or so, when because we are in stealth before, right after we stealth, within a month we have a 10 to 15K, and obviously like getting thousands of hits every day. We just did a community token distribution of people who bought the token. So that was, and it was mainly like, I think it was 600 people, like smaller tickets of investments across 600 people. So we're really reaching out at the ground level. And then we'll definitely work on more and more advertising. Again, any feedback, any ideas you have, feel free to share that on our Telegram, Discord, or any of the social media. And we also
yes,
are happy to take help from the community, right? So if you have an idea, or if you run an ad network or whatever, so do let us know, and then we can see how we can collaborate. So it's a two-way sort of a, yeah, two-way community.
indeed. Our community managers are always responsive on both Discord and Telegram. So we encourage users to give any form of suggestions to us. That those are warmly welcome. And again, I would like to repeat, if we have anything else left to answer, the stage is yours, guys. Please go on. Hmm. We got a question from Asmal. Thank you. Uh, what is the security measures of our project, and how will we deal with hacking and bugs problem in the smart contract? What is the audit status? All right, that's a good one. Can you please expand on this?
Right, yeah. So we are definitely, while we're building the project, we're putting in various security functions. We're also getting it audited through some private companies when we're building it. But like we are not building a dApp on a chain. When we're building a dApp, I think that is more of a bigger concern. How your dApp itself on that specific chain, and you can get more of your audits for a specific chain. In our case, it is a full on chain. So and then the governance is democratized. So the tokens, the another function that I forgot to mention is actually the governance. And we are really doing on a we instead of very large stake to a few powerful players, we are more towards a community spread. So just like I told you, like the community round that we did for was bought by 600 small investors, and not one or two big ones. So we'll do more and more that. And I think the security in a blockchain era, not on a dApp, but for a chain perspective, the biggest security you can have is that when your tokens are held in a more democratized manner, which is sort of like distributed and decentralized in a true fashion. And that's probably the biggest security of all. Other than that, within the code itself, we have a good team of developers. We're getting some outside help as well in terms of security. We're getting it checked, so we're doing all the standard stuff beyond that for the security of the chain.
Awesome. Indeed, security is the priority in the blockchain era, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, and also like we're always here, so even if you don't have a question right now, you could always feel free to email us, message any of us on our social media channels, Telegram, Discord, wherever. We're going to have another AMA in 2 weeks from now, so we'll try to keep it in a rhythm. So every 2 weeks, we sort of come back to the community and have an opportunity for everyone to openly question us, talk to us, bring up all of their questions. Obviously, it's always open on social media, but still, this is an additional forum. So just expect that every 2 weeks, and not only me, like rest, I'll bring in rest of my team as well. So we'll be all always here to we'll be always here to answer your questions in the future. So just stand by, and then we can ask the same question on the next round as well, which is approximately 2 weeks from now.
Great. I guess it's time for us to end this event because we have already responded to all of the community questions. And thank you guys for those responses. Now we have to end our event today. I would like to thank everyone from BlockX for this wonderful event today. Thank you, Manindra, and everyone watching us. And you guys can just reach out to us in the Discord Telegram channel. And yes, we have those links posted about us. Everything is on right. Everything is onboarded and audited. Please be sure to join our socials. Thank you for joining us for this wonderful event. Have a good time, everyone.
Yeah, have a good time, everyone. Thanks. Okay, okay, bye.